Greetings everyone, here's Ludwig again, and this is a game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my ongoing play-by-email match against KilRoy. This is now our second match already, so now on the new version 27 with a new map, or at least modified map, but no official or unofficial modifications, so it's a real version. Yeah. Nothing else, it's still scenario 1. So I play the Japanese and was able to achieve most of my important goals. Java is still missing, but my troops are already on shore. Here's the Dutch submarine intercept one of my light cargo ships. And there's Allied forces closing into the Marshall Islands. Now the torpedo attack, so this light cargo ship will go down for sure. Night bombardments again for Port Moresby, but again the numbers are small, the damage is not existent. So I get some revenge, so I can kill here the PG. But American submarine kill here my AMC. So submarines kill each other, but who losing now more important equipment is hard to say. American battleships arriving already at Marshall Islands. I predicted this more or less, or I feared it. This is an invasion fleet, looks like. So battleships bombarding the base, creating some damage. And heavy cruisers are now here, also bombarding my troops, still marching on Omaha. Luckily I am here in heavy jungle, so casualties are small, but it burns still supplies. And I'm running out of supplies, so my army arrived maybe in Omaha without, and then I'm low on supplies and cannot attack more. Or I can attack and have not much chance to win, but we will see. I must try. The British destroyer hunting for my next submarine, but I was able to escape. Now it's I-159, and again, but only one hit. Okay, this is maybe acceptable. And some success for my submarine. So yesterday I lost my destroyer, today I can hit the heavy cruisers for the Americans. Heavy damage and on fire, but we're seeing one torpedo hit. Even if this was a lucky torpedo hit and create a lot of damage, it will not be enough to sink the cruiser. But of course, must return to Sydney and stay in port maybe for up to 1 month. And now, of course, this can change the situation. Second torpedo hit on the cruiser. Now we have here, no, this is 2 more torpedo hits, so 3 torpedo hits is of course normally too much for a heavy cruiser. When we hear a sinking sound. So now I can ask for, everyone can think about this, if this is a good deal, a Japanese submarine for American heavy cruiser. The build rate is maybe nearly 1-to-1, so yeah. But at least it is one heavy cruiser less for KilRoy in these days. So now we arrive at the air phase. Morning strikes in China. And this is clear terrain, so easy kills. And yeah, these are really already And they partly destroyed squads, not only disabled. There's still some Dutch Air Force left attacking my ground forces in East Java. Maybe sooner or later I must get rid of them. But if I take Surabaya, then there's also no Air Force. Of course I must also take Batavia, but this is another story for another day. This was already the morning strikes, nothing else. I was, I think, not sure if I really want to get Navy bombers to the Marshall Islands to attack this invasion fleet, because I was not sure where KilRoy attacked with his bombardment. And I want more or less wait that first the battleships bombard the base where they attack, and then I can send Navy bombers there. And also I need a better overview what troops and equipment he really sends there. If there's enemy carriers, then my bombers will not have any chance, so I need a first overview and a better grab of the situation before I really react. So I still have enough to bombard, so it's not that my bombers have nothing to do. And I still have the Battle of Java. This I must finish. This is a must-have. I cannot let the Dutch keep Java, the shipyard and the submarine base here at the Dutch East Indies. This would be terrible. I must force all American or British submarines at least back to India and or Perth, something like this. So there's one I-15 still. Maybe can survive. No, maybe not. So there's still this one submarine have some trouble with controlling the flotation damage. More bombardments of Aichang. This is now my bombardment, the Japanese bombardment. Well, I took Comac, so all dot bases on New Caledonians are now under Japanese control, only waiting. Oh, I only missed Nomaya. Nomaya is of course the all or nothing. Comac is okay secondary base. Now it's a Chinese bombardment of my forces. But I don't really think there's a difference who's bombarding who, but I'm not so sure. This bombardment looks now more successful for me. But I think every unit will simply bombard. But I let only my artillery bombard, not my infantry bombard. So I think if I bombard, then only my artillery bombard. But if the enemy bombard me, then maybe everything is shooting on each other. So Manila gets a port of 8, so this is also good. So some success for my submarines, revenge for the loss of my fleet submarine last turn. And I now know more or less that KilRoy is having really heavy units at the Marshall Islands. And again, no carrier battle. So my carrier still not lure enemy airstrikes. Again, losses 3-1. Usually, I think, very common here, maybe in this time. And this is also indication that there's the cruiser sunk with the seagulls on board. You can see ground losses, but they was on the ship, so they go together down. And the I-15 gets killed in China, and Dornier scouting airplane also gets killed by my cap fighters. Good. So I had 3 lost airframes and 1 wounded pilot. So my killed pilot and missing pilot, so closing into but okay, if you take this missing pilots, I lost maybe roughly 100 pilots so far. Only do have indication. You can compare this with the Jochen game, but again, or other games that you can compare it with other games better, because Jochen plays scenario 2. There you have, I think, much more pilots at the start of the war. I mean, more pilots means you still can lose them, but yeah. Good. Yeah, ship sunk. Ship sunk. I forgot. Official, the cruiser go down. This is a so-so cruiser, but I mean, it's a heavy cruiser still, 9,000 tons, 8-inch guns. The armor belt is not so thick like Japanese, but it's in this ship will still go easy with any light cruiser the Japanese have. So maybe a Japanese heavy cruiser will defeat this American heavy cruiser more easily, but sometimes you need the first hit to really sink a ship. Yeah. We had no battle in China, so no change. Still moving here the pieces around our bombardments. Trying to get also some better supply situation, but it's not easy. You can see there are many hotspots still on. 2 less supplies. My air bases normally need always 20,000. You can see 2 less supplies. And here also not even. I mean, here I don't even try to call in the supplies because I don't even have enough to feed my army. I send always every turn more or less 2,000 supplies, I think, from Japan to China. Roughly, maybe 1 or 2,000 per day. More I cannot afford. It's scenario 1, so yeah, nothing really in Burma, nothing around Ceylon. Yeah. Yeah, my forces arrived in Surabaya. So I have a HQ plus 2 divisions more or less arriving here. I know, 1 division, 1 mixed brigade, and plus 2 navy regiments, or whatever you want to call them. If this is enough to take Surabaya, I'm not so sure, but I can try it because I don't see here too many units, and these are Dutch, and this is clear terrain, so it's more easy compared to UI is light town, so double terrain. So Surabaya is more easy to take with forces, and it's also the more important base because here is the reinforcements coming for, I think, Dutch submarines. This is a shipyard, and here's the heavy industry. So if you want, or if you must choose what to go first, Batavia or Surabaya, I would always go Surabaya. Yeah. So my submarine's trying to find the enemy fleet, but I cannot see them all. Maybe KilRoy is calling them back. And I more or less say I cannot battle this American carrier or American-British carrier division. This is too risky, the outcome is not clear. But what I can maybe do is bombard or torpedo this American heavy ships, but I lost sight of them. So I'm not sure if this was maybe really at the end only a play and bombardment and run away and try to lure heavy units to the Marshall Islands so that KilRoy have a more easy time, and the New Caledonian, only time will tell. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.